Hi everyone, welcome to the first lesson for chapter 14. Okay, it is on averages. Now, so I'm sure everyone has heard of this word before in your primary school. Okay, finding the average, right? So in secondary school now, if you see the average, actually it means that there are three different types of averages. Okay, mainly mean, median, and mode. Okay, mean, median, and mode. And then in this chapter, we also talk about something called the group data and the ungrouped data. Okay, and what are they? Right, so these are the two main things to look out for this chapter. Right, so the first lesson for this series is about on calculating the mean. So what is the mean? Mean is basically the sum of data over number of data. Well, to put it simply, it means what you learn in primary school. Alright, what you learn in primary school. Okay, so the averages that we find in the primary school, now we call it the mean. Alright, we no longer call it the average, we call it the mean. Alright, so your notes first page. Now, so first of all, we have this example. So the mean of 6 number is 17. 4 of the numbers are 15, 17, 20, 22. Remaining are 2 are equals to x. So what it means is that these are the 6 numbers. 15, 17, 20, 22, x and x. Alright, so the two numbers are equals to x. So first thing is sum of the 6 number. So actually what does mean of 6 number is 17 means? It actually basically also means that I have 6 numbers that are basically, you can think of it as 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. All the 6 numbers are 17. Okay, you can think of it this way. So to find the sum of the 6 number, 17 times 6 to get 102. Right, so if I know that the sum of all the 6 numbers is 102, now to find x is very simple. I just subtract away the 4 numbers, and I divide by 2. Okay, to get my answer 14. Right, to get my answer 14. Right, clear? So there you have it. Alright, just a very quick warm up of what is a mean. Right, now if you turn over to the second page on example 2. Okay, on example 2. Now, so over here, this is basically discrete data. Basically, they group them together. Alright, before I go into the question, now what does it mean is, for example, what does this table means? Now, this means that there are 5 people earning 3,500. So this one you can think of it as 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, and 3,500. That means there are 3,500s. Okay, so you see, I take a long time to write, right? So instead of writing, they put it in the table form, so it's easier. So like the first one, what this means is there are 20 people. There are 20 people earning $2,000. So 20 people earning $2,000. That means you will see 2,000 20 times. Alright, so you will see it's basically a huge data. Right, so this is how you can read the table. Now, so first one, calculate the total number of employees. So look at the table. The row header will always be given. So this one means number of employees. I want the total number. So I simply add up the second row. 20 plus 8 plus 10 plus 7 plus 5 to give me 50. So I have 50 employees in total. Okay, now B is the one to look up for. Okay, to pay attention to. So total salary. Now, this one means 20 people earning $2,000 each. So total how much? I have to multiply them together, right? Same thing. This one means 8 people earning $2,100 each. So I need to multiply them together, so on and so forth. So the working will look like this. Okay, it's a very long working. Alright, so I basically multiply the columns together. As you can see there. Alright, let me underline for you. So I multiply the columns together and I add them all together. Okay, I add them all together. The whole thing, press calculator. So when you're pressing calculator, okay, I will strongly suggest you to try this. To just copy down the answer, take a calculator out and try pressing, because there is times and addition together. So that's where the most common mistakes comes in. Alright, if you're able to get this, then your part C will be easy. part C is basically the total value divided by number of data, right? This is my total value, this is my number of data. Okay, there are 50 employees, all of them total they earn 118,000. So I divide them, 118,000 divided by 50, that will give me the mean value, 2,360. Once again, this 2,360, what it means is you can think of it as 50 people, all of them earning $2,360. Alright? Okay. Now, lastly, we are going to move on to example 3. Okay, we're going to move on to example 3. Now, example 3 is basically a grouped data. So this is a group data. How do I know that it is a group data? You look at the row, okay, the data row. Instead of a value, okay, I'm going to put example 2 just here for reference. Okay, so for comparison, notice the difference in the table. Okay, for example 2, I have only one value for each one. Alright, it's a fixed value. For group data, it is not. It is a range of values. Okay, from range. Okay, so what it means is like for these 5 teenagers, the amount of time they take is between 15 to 20 minutes. Now, so meaning these 5 people, they can take anywhere between 16 minutes to 20. I can have 5 people all taking 16 minutes, or I can 5 people all taking 20 minutes. Okay, we do not know at this point what are their exact time. So how do we calculate the mean? First step, you write what I wrote on blue color. So I find the middle value. So 15 and 20, the middle value, how to find? The ones in green. Add together, divide by 2. 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 Alright, so I assume that these 5 people, 17.5 minutes. I assume these 10 people, 22.5 minutes. So on and so forth. And after that, the working is exactly the same as example 2. Okay, multiply them together and add them. So I multiply the columns together and then I add them. Okay, see the ones that are underlined in red are multiply them together. They're basically the column. I multiply them and then all the value add together. And I divide by the total number of data. So it's 5 plus 10 plus 20 plus 15 plus 18. Whole thing, the huge gigantic thing, press into calculator. I will strongly suggest you to try it first. Okay, to try it, okay, and you should get the value 29.83 SF. Alright, you should get the value 29.83 SF. Alright, okay. Now, for practice 1, okay, do try with the group data. Okay, the answer is 52.7, and after which, okay, please proceed on to the focus, okay, to the homework. Alright, thank you.